Most men assume that if a woman likes them, she'll make it obvious. She'll say it, confess it, or at least drop clear hints. But here's the surprising truth. When a woman is really in love, she often does the opposite. She hides it. Why? Because love makes her vulnerable. It exposes her to rejection, judgment, and loss of control. And female psychology is wired to protect her from that risk. So instead of wearing her heart on her sleeve, she conceals her. Feelings beneath subtle behaviours, tiny clues that most men completely overlook. If you've ever thought a woman was hard to read or confusing, it's probably because you didn't know what to look for. Once you understand the psychology behind these hidden signals, it's like unlocking a code. You'll finally recognise when she's in love, even if she's scared to admit it. So today, we're going to break down 6 powerful signs a woman is in love with you, but hiding it. And trust me, once you see these, you'll never miss them again. Sign 1, she becomes extra attentive to the little things. When a woman has strong feelings for you, she doesn't just listen, she remembers. She recalls the tiniest details you casually mention. That snack you like, that band you once said you were into, or how you prefer your coffee. This isn't just about having a sharp memory. Psychologists call it selective attention. Our brains naturally prioritise people who matter most. If she's in love, your words aren't just passing sounds. They stick. Here's the key difference. Casual friends may forget what you said last week, but the woman who secretly loves you will bring it back up weeks later in the smallest ways. She'll surprise you by picking up your favourite drink without asking. Or she'll reference something you said months ago, proving she's been storing your words like treasures. Why? Because in her mind, you matter. Remembering your details is her quiet way of expressing love without risking the vulnerability of saying it out loud. Sign 2, she gets nervous around you, even if she's usually confident. Love changes the stakes around you. She's not just herself. She's a version of herself that wants to impress, connect, and not mess up. Psychologists call this evaluation apprehension. The fear of being judged by someone whose opinion carries weight. That's why even the boldest, most outgoing woman may suddenly stumble on her words, laugh nervously, play with her hair, or blush when she's around you. Pay attention to the contrast. If she's confident and composed with everyone else, but shifts into a slightly awkward, shy, or nervous version of herself with you, it's not a coincidence. Her body is betraying her. Heart. Think about it. If she didn't care, she wouldn't be nervous. That nervous energy is actually an attraction in disguise. It's her emotions making her hyper-aware of your presence. Sign 3. She shows care in subtle, indirect ways. A woman who is in love, but scared to reveal it, won't come out and say, "I love you." Instead, she'll express it in disguised, practical forms of care. She might ask, "Did you eat today?" Or "How did your meeting go?" She'll check in when she knows you had a long day. She might even go out of her way to help with little things like fixing something for you, giving advice, or sending a reminder. This is called behavioural investment in psychology. When she invests her time, energy, and thought into your life, even in small ways, it's because she sees you as more than just another person. Think about it. She doesn't have to do these things, but she chooses to because her heart is attached. It's her way of nurturing you without exposing her true feelings. It's love in action, but hidden behind casual concern. Sign 4. She gets protective, but doesn't admit why. Here's a sign men often overlook. When a woman is in love, she becomes protective of you, even if she tries to act like it's no big deal. This might show up in subtle jealousy, when other women get too close, or in how She defends you if someone criticizes you. She might quietly step in when she sees you being taken advantage of, or she'll check in when you're stressed or upset. Psychologists call this mate guarding. It's not about ownership, it's a subconscious reaction when someone feels deeply bonded to another person. She's scared to say, "I love you," but her actions scream, "I don't want to lose you." So if you notice she becomes unusually protective of your reputation, your emotions, or your space, it's not random kindness. It's love slipping out in guarded form. Sign 5, she finds, excuses to be around you. Love craves closeness. A woman in love will always find reasons to be near you, even if it's disguised as coincidence. Maybe she just happens to walk the same route as you, or she lingers a bit longer after a conversation. She might even send you texts that don't really require a reply, just to create interaction, like asking something she already knows the answer to. This connects to the proximity principle in psychology, which shows that repeated closeness builds stronger bonds. The truth is, she wants to be around you, but since she's scared of being obvious, she packages it as casual everyday interactions. If you notice she appears in your orbit a little too often to be accidental, it's not random. It's her way of keeping you close without revealing how much she wants to. Sign 6, she expresses love through playfulness and teasing. This is one of the clearest but most misunderstood signs. A woman who's in love but scared of vulnerability often hides her affection behind humour, teasing, or playful insults. On the surface, it seems like she's just joking around. But psychologists see this as a defence mechanism. Humour creates intimacy without the danger of rejection. It's safe. It lets her connect deeply with you, but in a way that gives her an escape if you don't reciprocate. For example, she might playfully mock your habits, nickname you, or joke about something you do. But notice her eyes and tone. They'll be warm, smiling, almost glowing. It's affection disguised as play. If she teases you more than she does others and quickly softens it with a smile or laugh, that's not just casual fun. That's her heart speaking in code. Conclusion. Attraction and love aren't always spoken out loud. Sometimes they are hidden in small gestures, nervous energy, or playful moments. If you had noticed these signs in a woman, don't ignore them. It could mean she's deeply in love, just too scared to say it. The real question is, will you recognize it? And will you give her the safety she needs to finally open up? Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced this kind of hidden love? Share your story in the comments. And if this gives you clarity, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today.